Good morning students, I am Shweta and here I am going to teach you the chapter My Mother at 66. The very first poetry of standard 12 from Flamingo book. Now listen, before starting the chapter I must say that there are two books, Vistas and Flamingo. Both are compulsory and previously there was a novel also, but this time there is no novel. Okay. So you have to take Flamingo and Vistas, these two books. So the very beginning, the very first poem of this book, My Mother at 66. Before starting the poem, I must say one thing, that the main reading is first, in the very first stanza, you have to read the entire poetry. So let us start the poetry, then I'll discuss it or explain it to you. My Mother at 66. Because the poem is related to mother, of course, it's very emotional poem. And 66 in itself is a number. You may say that it's a later stage of someone's life. Okay, and watching someone's mother or your personal mother or anyone's mother at 66 means somewhere the poetess or the poet, whosoever is, Kamala Dash, she is a poetess and she is very sad. She is working abroad. Abroad means not abroad basically, but not at her hometown. She is working abroad and she has to attend her mother time by time, and in between she goes back to her workplace. So let us start. My Mother at 66. Driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning, I saw my mother beside me, doors, open mouth, her face ashen like that of a corpse, and realized with the pain that she was as old as she looked, but soon put that thought away and looked at young tree sprintings, the merry children spillings out of their homes. But after the airport security check, standing a few yards away, I looked again at her, worn pale as a late winter's moon, and felt that old familiar ache, my childhood's fear. But all I said was, "See you soon, Amma," and all I did was smile and smile and smile. So here we come to the explanation of poetry, line by line. Driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning. Please see where the comma has been given. There is no full stop in between. Means the very first sentence is driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning. Driving from my parents' home means poetess Kamala Das, she is driving back to her work. And from where she is driving back? She is driving back from her parents' home. And where she is going to? She is going to Cochin. Cochin is a very famous place in South. Last Friday morning. So the entire incidence is of last Friday morning. It means that she has actually written this poem by recalling the incident, what has happened to her. Okay. She has arrived to Cochin, now again she is recapitulating and recalling the images, and she has written the poem. Isn't it? It is very clear. Driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning. Now, I saw my mother beside me. Very clear? Means while driving, driver would be there or might be, should be driving, and her mother, she was sitting beside her. Now, besides and beside, don't confuse in these two words. Beside means beside you, आपके बगल में. Besides means in addition to. Suppose I am saying this blackboard is beside me. Okay, and when I'll say besides, for example, I have a pencil besides pen. Means I have a pen as well as I have a pencil. So I saw my mother beside me. Her mother was beside her. Doors, open mouth, her face ashen like that of a corpse, and realized with pain. Now, what are the examples she has given to clarify the facial structure of her mother? Doze, yawning, open mouth. Okay, open mouth. When do we yawn? Generally, when we are very tired, mentally tired, physically as well as mentally tired. Her face ashen like that of a corpse. Now, the literal meaning of corpse is dead body. Now, dead body, when you see a dead body, you'll find that there is no expression at all over that. Okay, and as well as on her mother's face, there was no expression, very ashen like corpse. So she is describing the facial structure, the face of her mother as a corpse. And when it becomes so, generally we become emotionless, our face become emotionless when we are very sad. At some special moment, profound moment, when someone very near and dear to us going far, then the facial expression becomes very faceless. You can say that though there is no emotion at all. So she is comparing the face of her mother to the face of a corpse, completely emotionless. And how we can prove that she is comparing? Because she has given example that her mother's face was dozed and open mouth. And realized with pain means there was one emotion. It means that the mouth was open, dose, but there was some pain over her face. What is that pain? We'll read in next stanza. Okay.